How to be smarter with OpenAI. Introduction. I assume you are not somebody who looking at artificial intelligence from a negative viewpoint. I also make the assumption that you are not a musician who is using artificial intelligence, or you are not a video or digital artist who also using artificial intelligence, since musicians and digital artists have a very rich and very active community to provide help. I assume that you are an average person like me who is looking into how to make best use of a resource that is one of a kind, first in history, made available for the general public. Much like along the way when we entered into Web 2 in the turn of the century, and gradually we get used to search engines, later dominated by Google. And using smartphones so readily that 20 years ago wasn't even our reality. In November 30th, 2022, a new era began. And I assume you are reading this because you are in the beginning of this journey, like we all are at this point in January of 2023. What brings me the confidence to write this book is my capacity to ask questions. And by asking the questions the right way, first of all, asking the right questions, and then asking the right questions in the right way, makes all the difference how to make best use of OpenAI. And I am going to demonstrate some real case scenarios. Actually, they are not scenarios. I'm going to present you real user cases, that how I made use of them, so you can get the idea how OpenAI can be used. Furthermore, I invite you to take this book as a workbook and join other readers to have a collaboration to further investigate, explore, and to create the best approach that serves both the individual, the group, and ultimately humanity. I believe this is the direction and the intention of OpenAI. the filters that are in place, the filters that they are trying to develop to prevent the negative use of this awesome resource. Also will come with a price that is not going to be democratic. At least not until the hardware will catch up with the demand of the software that is reportedly placing the operational cost of OpenAI at this time somewhere between 10 to 100 times more expensive to compute the answers that we are asking compared to a simple Google search. If you haven't had the opportunity to try OpenAI, then I highly suggest you to do that and see for yourself the difference between a simple Google search and asking OpenAI your questions, your requests. Though in the near future, it is very likely the services available to us as the public is likely to change. Microsoft may go ahead and thus purchase OpenAI and then utilizing its powerful engines to empower the variety of Microsoft products, bring Microsoft Search, Bing into par or even leave behind Google. At the same time, I don't think Google will let this go without answer. My guess is they probably have the most advanced AI anyway, but I think at this point it's just a matter of cost analysis, because it takes significantly more computing power to run AI, the errands that we are asking it to do every time we ask a question, requesting information, telling it to do something. Whereas Google providing the search result has been matured and they have a profitable business as we all know it. Once these questions will be answered and played out in the business world, we may likely to end up with an OpenAI that will cost us money, and if the business model will be along the line of micropayments, then people have to get used to paying for a service. And my bias, my preference is that I hope we are going to that model versus the so-called free service that is cashing in our data that is being collected about us, about our work and everything what we do, and monetized on the back end. I hope OpenAI will be the strong player in the new generation of web that we call Web 3. And I hope you consider looking into what micropayment economy is. And I hope that's how OpenAI will remain available to us. At the time when the gates opened for the general public, OpenAI was giving us an $18 credit. So until the $18 worth of credit is used, or April 1st, we had the access to it for free. Though right away the price has been established. The tweet came out 11th of January from person to be named here, offering OpenAI services for a higher price for businesses and individuals who were willing to pay to the service that is less restrictive, faster, I'm very much interested to see what those price points will be when the scaling model is made public. I think it is the utmost importance for humanity to interact with OpenAI in a responsible way, help it to further evolve as a dedicated resource to help humanity. And the more we use it for good, productive work, the easier it will be for OpenAI to distinguish between the bad actors who are seeking to outplay, outsmart, and to use its resources for destructive or questionable work. And with that, let's start exploring the way we can use OpenAI in a smart way. The way that we need to figure out what that means for each of us and collectively. I hope you're going to enjoy the examples I'm able to bring to you.